Guys, this story is like legit an Italian soap opera.
Get your popcorn ready.
Okay, so first, the sad part. It's 2010 and there is this girl named Yara Gambirasio. Yara is 13 years old and she's from this super small town in Italy.
Hey, shut up with the noise!
Hey, shut up with the shut up!
You shut up with the shut up!
Shut up your face! Now am I a dog? I wanna shut up! Why you know I shut up?
I make you shut up!
You shut up!
Hey, I poke out of my head!
In November 2010, Yara leaves her house to go to the gym and she never comes back home. Her parents get worried, so they call the cops, and they show up and they're like,
Benvenuto.
So they do everything they can to find her. They use search dogs, the military police is called in, but none of them could find Yara anywhere.
This is bad.
The polizia were stumped. They were like,
I know. Why don't we tap like a bunch of phones? Someone is bound to say something.
That's a great idea! I'm with that!
One of those phones belonged to a Moroccan guy named Mohammed. When they translated one of his conversations, it said, "I'm sorry, God, I didn't kill her." So the polizia were like,
Gotcha, bitch!
So they go and pick up Mohammed and they throw him in jail. And he stays in jail for weeks until the polizia are like,
Allora, we translated that wrong and you don't belong in jail, so our bad.
and Mohammed was like,
I will end your life, and then I'll end your family's life, and all of your friends, and I'll eat your favorite food and vomit it over your grave, and then I'm gonna take your favorite movie, and I'm gonna replace all the dialogue with fart sounds.
and he left. So the polizia were like,
Okay, we still have to find this guy. I think we need to give him a nickname.
So they brainstorm and they landed on Ignoto 1, which translates to Unknown 1. 3 months later, in February of 2011, they find Yara's body. They were able to find DNA on her clothing and they immediately ran it through their database, but there was no match. So the polizia are like,
I know. Let's DNA test like everyone and their mom.
and they did. They spent tons of money DNA testing a bunch of people in the town, and they finally find a partial match. This guy named Damiano Guerinoni. Damiano's DNA was not a perfect match, and he also had a rock-solid alibi. So the polizia were like,
Well, Ignoto 1 must be related to Damiano.
so the polizia put an insane amount of work putting together Damiano's family tree. So they're putting the family tree together and they find out that Damiano has an uncle named Giuseppe. Giuseppe couldn't have done it because he died in 1999. The polizia were like,
Wish we could test his DNA.
well, it turns out Giuseppe's widow had 2 stamps that he had licked before he died. So the polizia tested the stamps, and it turns out Giuseppe is the father of Ignoto 1. So, Ignoto 1 is definitely Giuseppe's offspring. Giuseppe has 3 kids. So the polizia go and DNA test all of them. And it turns out none of them were a match.
Are you kidding me?
So the polizia were like, oh shit. Do you know what this means? We have a Jon Snow situation on our hands. There is an illegitimate child/murderer running around the streets of Italy.
I love a bit of drama.
Through some good old-fashioned gossip, the polizia tracked down Giuseppe's mistress, a woman named Esther Arzuffi. Esther is married and has 3 kids. The polizia were like,
Hey, did you bang Giuseppe?
and Esther's like,
That's a damn lie.
so the polizia are like, fine, well, we need to DNA test all of your kids. And it turns out none of the 3 children are biologically related to her current husband, and one of them was a perfect DNA match to Ignoto 1, a guy named Massimo Bossetti.
Gotcha, bitch!
In another plot twist, after Massimo was arrested and thrown in jail, the polizia find out that Massimo's wife was cheating on him with multiple men. What is in the water in this Italian town? Can I have some? This case was one of the most complex investigations in Italian history. In the end, Massimo was sentenced to life in prison for Yara's murder.